Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? DeAndre Carter returning it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 20 carries, 77 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 30 on second down, Heineke. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Heineke. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Heineke. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Heineke. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot in the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Heineke. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Heineke. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays. Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs. It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing the game, and, of course, the overall toughness. You can't run the football the way that he does without being a guy who's willing to take a hit.
Spins by. Barkley, a first down and more. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 26. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. And Rudolph has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Kaepernick going to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Gibson here running out of the gun. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
These two teams all tied after 1. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now this first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Heineke. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense. Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Heineke to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Back to the ground with Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now Kaepernick. There's the first NFL catch for Kadarius Toney. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Heineke. Rolling to his left. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Heineke. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Kaepernick now on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Kaepernick now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Kaepernick again. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Washington going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. A 1st down throw for Heineke. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. 1st down, Heineke. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Heineke on first down. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To the air again, Heineke. And Thomas has it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Heineke now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Finds his tight end Ingram. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 44. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Catch made by Slayton. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Kaepernick. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 2nd and 16, Heineke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Heineke. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
quickly here, and that's complete. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. To throw is Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Washington offense set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Heineke, that one is slant to McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Heineke. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Again, it's Heineke. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know what's funny? They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Heineke. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Heineke. Steps away. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing. Heineke. And that's complete. It's Sims. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So that'll back him up 5. Heineke now from the 50. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And Leonard Williams really lived up to his nickname, the Big Cat, in 2020 with a career-high 11.5 sacks for the New York Giants. Remember, he spent his first 4.5 seasons in the NFL with the crosstown New York Jets. Now he's getting it done, still in the Gotham City area.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now Heineke. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going deep for Brown. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside